Surprise. You heard that right. This is a surprise video because it is a video that I was anticipating on making in a couple days, but in Justin fashion, I am impatient. If you're new here, my name is Justin. This is Real Man Budget, and I make videos every week where I go through some aspect of my budgeting process, whether that's allocating my 9-to-5 paycheck, allocating any supplemental income I've made through other means, or doing a review of my budget, spending income, financial goals. However, this video is a video that I've been talking about for a very long time. It is a video that I have been anticipating on making for years. Well, I can't really say that because prior to November, I never thought I'd be making a YouTube video channel. But anyways, I have been stuck with a car payment. Not really stuck, I've made the choice. But I have had a car payment for a very long time. It is a guilty pleasure of mine to kind of always have a car payment. Anytime I pay off a vehicle, I'm always in the next year or two seemingly getting another car loan. Hopefully I can break that cycle. But this is the video where we are going to walk through making my final car payment. So as you can see, I kind of shifted some money around in order to make this happen on the 29th of July instead of the 1st of August. But I now have the exact amount of money in this car payment fund category that I need to pay off my car loan. So we are going to make my final car payment together. As you can see, this $2258.86 matches that exact same amount. We're going to make a final payment. $2482. $2258.86. I don't know that I got gap insurance, but I guess I'll find out. So we are going to continue. Hey, that's my name. I am authorizing Capital One to make a one-time payment to pay off this stupid car loan today. Yes, I agree. High five. Everybody high five. High five, high five. That's it. I'm now debt-free. It says I'm one step closer to owning my car. I own it. I own it now. That's awesome. So we will go ahead and go down. Now, this started, I'm going to say this story started back in 2021. The end of 2021, I was preparing to move from Arizona to Oregon for a job. And I think I've told this story a little bit in one of my historical videos, but I didn't have the money for a U-Haul to move my stuff, like a full U-Haul truck in a trailer. So I got the bright idea that if I traded in a car that I had paid off, so if I traded in that car for a truck, instead of paying $1,500 to $1,700 for a truck and a trailer, I would only have to pay $400 or $500 for a 6-foot box trailer that I could hitch to my truck, and that would be a cheaper move. In the short term, it was cheaper, but that truck was a $46,000 loan, a $612 a month payment that I can tell you in the long run costed more than $1,700 that it would have costed just to keep the car, get a trailer and a truck. So in December of last year, so December 2024, so 3 years later, I was sick and tired of a $612 car payment. At that point, I had only paid off about half of that car loan. I think I had $26,000 or $27,000 left on the car loan. And like I said, I got sick and tired of making that car payment and being basically looking at my car loan and realizing that I still had multiple years to pay it off. So I made the decision. I really loved that truck. I really, really did. But financially, it was a very bad decision. And so I decided to trade that truck in, get a 2022 Jetta, and ended up financing just over $13,000. And my first payment wasn't due until February, which is, well, actually, no. So I financed it. I financed the truck in December, the end of December. Or I'm sorry, I financed the Jetta at the end of December. I called up the bank that I was financed with to inquire how I could make principal payments. And they basically told me that I couldn't make regular principal payments. I had to make regular payments and that money wouldn't go towards principal until I was 3 months ahead on car payments. And so I immediately knew that that was not the deal that I wanted. And so I refinanced the car after a couple weeks to Capital One, which is who I was financed with on the truck. Knowing that Capital One allows you to make principal payments whenever, it's super easy to do it. And so that's what my finance amount ended up being. My first payment, I don't think, was due until March, either February or March, somewhere around in there. And then that basically started the journey of paying every bit of money I could towards this car loan to get it paid off as quickly as possible. My goal was to get it paid off by December of 2025. I ended up paying it off 6 months early because we just paid it off. So, yeah, I mean, I need to enter that payment. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter that in. I'll just go to this account. Capital One Auto Finance. 2258.86. Save. All right. So I don't think I've ever spent that much in a month before. $8,700. Okay. So year to date, I have car payments So this is how much I have sent to my car. So this includes obviously the regular loan plus interest. So, I saved a ton of interest by doing this. And yeah, I am super happy to be done with that car loan. I am super happy to be able to have $250 back in my budget to be able to use for what I need. Um, so yeah, drop a comment. Let me know how fun this video was, how excited you are. And that ends this video.